What is poppin'? What is going on, YouTube world? My name is Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice because that is my nickname. Appreciate you guys for watching today. Be sure to smash this like button right about now, as it does help these videos get out to the public and my channel to grow overall. Subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports and weekly, not once every single day if I can, and turn on post notifications too, so you do not miss a single one of those videos I post. It's only right, you guys. Number 1, Ohio State. Number 13, Michigan. The game will be played in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And Michigan, boy, man, Michigan's starving. They are starving. By the way, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Hope you guys are stuffed today with turkey, ham, or whatever you are eating. But either way, back to my point. All right, listen. Michigan, they're starving for this victory. They have been tortured and murdered and curb stomped by Ohio State for 7 straight years. The last 15 or so meetings, Ohio State has dominated this rivalry. So the question is, can Michigan make this a game? Because the reality is, they're not the better team. Ohio State, by far in my opinion, is the best team in college football. And look, I had high expectations for Michigan this year. I really did. And they've not exceeded those expectations from my standards. I felt Michigan coming into this game will be a one-loss team at worst, and they will be a consistent top 5, top 10 team all year. They're number 13, and I get it. They struggle versus Army. They struggle versus Iowa. They won both those games. They ultimately got blown out by Wisconsin. Ultimately, that's what's going to cost them a trip, potentially, of getting to the college football playoffs. Had they won that game, they probably would still be in the mix. I do believe losing at Penn State is not a crime. I do believe losing at Wisconsin is not a crime. 2 really good football teams, but in reality, Michigan didn't quite get it done. Not the season they were hoping for. Michigan, it was projected by a lot of people, Michigan would win the Big Ten, and it made sense because Dwayne Haskins for Ohio State, first-round draft pick, gone, okay? You know, Nick Bosa, gone. You know, Ohio State, they lost some players last year. They had Urban Meyer, who left. Everyone said, this is Jim Harbaugh's year. They brought in, you know, Josh Gaddis from Alabama. You know, it was supposed to be the best offensive line Jim Harbaugh has ever had, the best offense he's ever had. Michigan was supposed to be running through the Big Ten this year in a year of turnover with Ohio State. And that's been the opposite. Ohio State has not even missed a beat. And they're even better than last year. And they were really good. They won the Rose Bowl last year. So there's also been a lot of speculation, you know, that if Jim Harbaugh does not beat Ohio State this year, he might get fired. So again, I don't know if I fired Jim Harbaugh after this game. I have to see how the game plays out. But in reality, you got to realize, you got to come to the realization that Jim Harbaugh, his job security is on the line if he does not start beating Ohio State. And I know Ohio State's already clinched the Big Ten East, so they're going to the Big Ten Championship regardless. But Ohio State still has a lot to play for in this game. You know, they have no margin for error, in my opinion. So they need to win this game as well. Does Michigan have a chance to win this game? I actually think Michigan has a chance to win this game. I really do. And I would not be shocked if Michigan upsets Ohio State. And I'm very high on Ohio State. I actually think this Ohio State team is better than the 2014 Ohio State team that won the national championship a couple years ago with Joey Bosa, Ezekiel Elliott, Cardale Jones, third-string quarterback. You get the point. This Ohio State team is really good. But the reason why I believe Michigan has a shot to win this game is, for one, they're at home, okay? That's a plus, okay? It's a rivalry game. I know last year the game got out of hand very early, but usually these rivalry games are close. And Michigan, they've been playing some good football as of late. The last 4 or 5 games, ever since losing to Penn State, they're averaging 41.5 points per game. They're only allowing 11 points per game, okay? And I know Notre Dame's only ranked number 16, but Notre Dame is still a really, really good football team, guys. And what Michigan do? They annihilated Notre Dame. They pushed Notre Dame around. They dominated them. They curb stomped them. And they bullied Notre Dame. And Notre Dame, I know they're, like I said, I know they're only ranked number 16, but Notre Dame, they played the University of Georgia down to the wire in Athens, Georgia. Georgia, the number 4 team in the country, yeah, Notre Dame almost beat them. Okay, Notre Dame has some NFL players, okay? And Michigan, ever since that loss at Penn State by 1 score, and they actually didn't play that bad in that loss, they've looked like a top 10 team. And Shea Patterson, he's taken over this offense these last couple weeks, you know, versus Michigan State. You know, he had over 380 yards and 4 touchdowns. Versus Indiana, he had 5 touchdown passes. Shea Patterson has really started to grasp this offense. And versus Notre Dame, Michigan was able to rush the football for over 300 yards. And I know they lost Karan Higdon. They've been running more by committee this year. The running game has not quite been what it needs to be, but this offense, under Josh Gaddis now starting to kind of fully click. You know, Ronnie Bell's having a good year. Nico Collins, he's going to be a great NFL wide receiver one day. They still got Donovan Peoples-Jones. You still got Tariq Black. So Michigan has the players to maybe potentially upset Ohio State. But with all that being said, I got to roll with Ohio State to win this game. I'm going Ohio State 31, Michigan 20. I know Ohio State's, you know, favored by 9 points, but I do think they will cover that spread. I think you should take the points here if you're betting on Ohio State winning. I really do. I think Ohio State covers. I feel like the game will be close in the fourth quarter, but I think that Ohio State, they'll probably be up by 3 or 4 points late in the game, but they'll add on a touchdown really late in the game. It'll be a close game for about roughly, I would say, 90% of the way, but Ohio State will pull away late, and they will impose their will on Michigan, and they're just a better team ultimately. I'm going to say this right now. If Michigan were to win this game, this is how Michigan is going to win this game if they're going to pull off the upset. They have to take the lead early because Ohio State, they've been so dominant all year. Literally, no one has touched Ohio State. You know, Ohio State is so good. They played their worst game of the season last week versus number 8 Penn State, and they beat the number 8 team in the country by double digits, okay? That's how good Ohio State is. They can play sloppy football and still annihilate a top 10 team at home, okay? So my thing is with Michigan, they need to take the lead early. Take Ohio State out of the game early. Ohio State has not faced a whole lot of adversity this year. At least get them to face some adversity maybe early. Score early. If Michigan scores first, they give themselves a chance to really win. They have to stop the run. Michigan has to stop the run. I know that Ohio State has elite wide receivers. They have a great offensive line. Justin Fields is amazing. Going to be a first-round draft pick next year when he comes out, in my opinion. But if you're going to take away one thing from Ohio State offensively, take away the running game and contain Justin Fields, because Justin Fields' creativity opens up this entire offense to where if Justin Fields is running for first downs, you know, this offense is unstoppable. Okay, so if I'm Michigan, I need to have success on first down and second down and limit Justin Fields to this running game. J.K. Dobbins has been playing really, really well. If you can limit J.K. Dobbins and force this Ohio State team to be one-dimensional, then you give yourselves a chance. It's easier said than done, but that's going to be a blueprint you need to follow. Also, if Michigan can get the football, if Shea Patterson can complete some very quick throws, I think they give themselves a chance to win because, listen, you're not going to have a whole lot of time to throw deep passes to Peoples-Jones and Collins and those boys, okay? Because, listen, Chase Young and that Ohio State pass rush, oh, they're coming. Chase Young is unblockable. Okay, so you need to get the ball out of Shea Patterson's hands very quickly. Have success on first down. Have success on second down. Because if you get to third and long, you're toast versus this Ohio State defense. You are absolutely toast. If you get into third and long, third and 10, third and 7, you have no shot. Give yourselves a shot. And in reality, Shea Patterson is going to have to be the best quarterback on that field. He's got to outplay Justin Fields. He's played well versus Indiana. He's played well versus Michigan, State. He played okay versus Notre Dame. He's got to play the game of his life in order to beat this Ohio State defense because they have an elite secondary, elite linebackers, elite pass rushers. I mean, they're just so good on all levels. That whole defense might get drafted. They have NFL secondary and an NFL defensive line at Ohio State. And one thing about Michigan is I really was puzzled as to why, Penn State. Yeah, Penn State. I was really struggling to figure out why Penn State decided to block Chase Young one-on-one at times. Why were they doing that? I have no idea. Michigan, I don't care what happens. Double team Chase Young because you at least have to try to slow him down. You're not going to be able to do it because that guy's just a monster. I mean, this guy might win the Heisman Trophy being a defensive player. Chase Young is a stud. He has no bust potential in my opinion. He's the best player in college football. So those are things that Michigan's going to have to do in order to win. But I don't think they're going to be able to do it. Okay, Ohio State, number 1 defense, number 1 offense. Chase Young is unblockable. They just have the better athletes. They're more physical. That's the thing about Wisconsin. Wisconsin pushed, Michigan. They pushed Michigan around. They were physical at Michigan. And if you can't stop Wisconsin from being physical with you, good luck. Good luck versus Ohio State. So, once again, I got Ohio State winning 31-20. I just don't see a situation where Michigan, even at home, I know they've been playing well, but Ohio State's A game is unstoppable. And even if Ohio State were to be a little bit off, if Michigan were to play as good as they played all season, it's still going to be tough to beat this Ohio State team. And Michigan, they've not run the football particularly well this year. You know, they've been running the football by committee a lot more this year. They've really missed Karan Higdon. That's the one player they've really missed. And their pass rush at times has struggled to get to the quarterback. So if they can't get to, you know, Justin Fields, if they can't run the football, then they're screwed. So ultimately, Ohio State's the better team. I think Ohio State covers here. I know it's a rivalry game. I know it's on the road, but this Ohio State team is special. They're by far the best team in the country. They have no weakness other than offensive line. That's the one area I do have concern for Ohio State is the offensive line to some degree because Wisconsin at times pushed the offensive line around just a little bit. So did Michigan State. But I think those defensive fronts are a little bit better than Michigan's. I know it's on the road. I know it's going to be a hostile environment. But I trust Ryan Day. I trust Justin Fields. I trust J.K. Dobbins. I trust Chase Young to get home and cause havoc for this Michigan, you know, offense. And I think this Ohio State team is just special. And it's unfortunate for Michigan because they're really having a good year. They really turned some things around, but ultimately, that's just the way the chips fall at times. I think this Ohio State team right now is the favorite to win it all. Again, I would not be shocked if Michigan wins this game just because they're due, in my opinion, to beat Ohio State at some point. It's on the road for Ohio State, but I gotta pick the Buckeyes. I expect the Buckeyes to win 31-20. Ohio State will cover the 9-point spread. Be sure to comment whether you agree with me and disagree with me. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right now if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly and almost every single day if I can. A fun fact about me is I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world. I want to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. Kind of like Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp. You get the point. Okay, I want to do sports, television, and radio for a full living once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. So the best thing you guys can do to just help me continue to grow as a young broadcaster is to just share this channel with all your friends because potentially if this channel really gets somewhere, I want to start my own network, okay? You know, or potentially if it doesn't, you know, or if I fall a little bit short, I want to go into a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. So the best thing you guys can do to just flat out just help me grow as a broadcaster, help me learn, you know, get other people hip to this channel, you know, just share this channel with all your friends, share this channel on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. Also, be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And once again, guys, just share this channel with everyone you know. Get everyone hipped and watching these videos. Get my voice out there and heard. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. It's been your boy, Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in today. I really do. Have a God bless day. Stay motivated, you guys, and I'm out.